to move on to the next speaker, to get everyone in the rhythm of the next segment of within our youth segment, I wanted to just quickly touch upon something my beloved Murshid Allamah Sahib Fultali rahimahullah mentioned in Nalaya Qalandar. Khuda hai Rabbul Alameen, Mustafa hai Rahmatan lil Alameen. Khuda hai Rabbul Alameen, Mustafa hai Rahmatan lil Alameen. Allah is the Lord of the universe, and the beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam, He is the mercy to the universe. SubhanAllah. In saying about the mercy to the universe, I would like to call upon the next speaker who would speak in spoken words, in the style of broken words, poem about the beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Please welcome Sheikh Maulana Yusuf Ahmed to speak upon the seerah in a poetic style. Sheikh Maulana Yusuf Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Habiballah. Seerah of the best of creation, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You are Rahmatul lil Alameen, the most loving this world has ever seen. The practices you have shown are the best akhlaq ever to be known. Arabia was only a desert of heat. After your holy birth, a new world was complete. Glad tidings were given to Bibi Amina that her child would be the greatest leader. Present at your holy birth were Hadzrat Maryam and Asiya, and fortunate for taking you in her care was Hadhrat Halima. The noor of your holy birth was so bright that the city of Basra was at Bibi Amina's sight. You declared your love for your ummah when you was born. Ya Rabbi Habli Ummati was your first call. O Sayyidi, before your birth you lost your father. At only 6 you were left without the affectionate care of your mother. 2 years later you lost your grandfather. You didn't need guardianship because Allah Himself was your carer. 12 years old and you became a young trader. Abu Talib took you to a trade trip to Syria. During the trip, while staying in Thima, your holy Nabuwah was recognized by the Jewish scholar Bahira. He declared you will be the last prophet of Allah. Your noble personality is extensively described in the Torah. Your wonderful character impressed the most intelligent lady. You married Hazrat Khadija at the age of 25 and she was 40. Honored were your sons Qasim and Tahir, also known as Abdullah. They passed away young and went closer to Allah. Zainab, Ruqayya, Kalsum and Fatima are your blessed daughters and certainly mothers of the Ummah. All tribes of Arabia desired the honor of refixing the black stone. Later they all agreed unanimously, this honor belongs to you alone. Al-Amin, the trustworthy, is what you are well known. For your nobility, everyone considered you as their own. 17th of Ramadan became the night of power, when Jibreel descended to you in the Mount of Hira. Read in the name of your Lord who has created, was the first verse of the Quran that you recited. Being frightened, you ran to Hazrat Khadija saying, Zammiluni. She consoled you and testified you are Rasulullah immediately. For you and Allah, Hazrat Khadija sacrificed her wealth and all she had. She supported you and was there for you through good times and bad. The first men to embrace Islam were Ali, Zayd and Abu Bakr, and over the years came warriors such as Hamza and Umar. 10th year of your prophethood was the year of sorrow. The time had come for your uncle Abu Talib to go. Only 3 days after his death, Khadija also had to follow. You told her she would form your family in heaven. Oh, what a sweet prophecy, you are truly her hero. You then left for Ta'if with Zayd bin Harisa to invite people to the divine guidance and give them da'wah. After a full month, not a single person accepted the honor. Instead, all you got in return was harassment and torture. These unfortunate people pelted you with rocks and stones. Hazrat Zayd tried shielding you by confronting the stones. You were so badly injured that blood was dripping from your head to your toes. After all this torture, you did not utter a word of curse. If you wanted, they would have been annihilated from the face of this earth. This is exactly why Allah has sent you as a mercy for the whole of universe. O Habibi, you are the greatest Rasul of Allah. That is why you had the greatest test of all the Anbiya. You succeeded all your tests and pleased Allah. You are the Sayyidul Mursaleen and the Khatimul Anbiya. Allah showed you how much He loves you. After these tragic events, your pride was graced with the honor of His divine presence. 27th of Rajab was the night of Mi'raj. While you were asleep, Jibreel came to you with the Buraq. Your miraculous journey began on the Buraq to Masjid Al-Aqsa, where you were greeted by an army of angels and all the prophets of Allah. You are Imamul Anbiya. All the prophets stood behind you. You led the prayer. You then ascended to the 7 skies with Jibreel. You met Prophets Adam, Isa, Yusuf and Ibrahim. Your auspicious journey continued towards Sidratul Muntaha. You were shown the beauty of heaven and punishment of hellfire. Thereafter, Jibreel stopped and couldn't proceed any further. He would burn from the nur of Allah. His limit was Sidratul Muntaha. Neither prophets nor any angels were able to go any closer to the Creator. You have no limits. You are no ordinary creation, but far greater. Upon reaching the arsh of Allah, you thought of taking off your sandals. His arsh was craving for the dust of your sandals. He insisted you keep them on. Allah addressed you with utmost love and requested you to go near. Who else deserves this honor? You are to Him the most dear. You were graced with the visit of the divine presence of Allah. You were so close to Him, your vision of Allah was so clear. Allah greeted you with peace, barakah and rahmah. You accepted the greeting and included in it your ummah. During the course was ordained a 5 daily prayer, and were revealed to you some secrets which were hidden to all other creature. When you returned from your journey, your bed was still warm in temperature. Your whole journey occurred in a short part of the night. O Habibi, you traveled beyond the speed of light. For 10 years, you continuously preached Islam to the people of Mecca. Time had come for you to leave your holy birth town and migrate to Medina. From the will of your Lord, you instructed your Sahaba to start Hijrah. This significant event became the starting of the Islamic calendar. All your companions migrated except Abu Bakr and Ali. You waited for the permission from your Allah, the Almighty. On becoming aware of the situation, the kuffar decided to assassinate you instantly. Allah, the All-Knowing, apprised you of their conspiracy. Hazrat Ali slept in your bed while you left your house reciting Surah Yasin. The kuffar surrounded your house but couldn't see you leave. Immediately you reached the house of Hazrat Abu Bakr. You both started hijrah and took shelter in the cave of Thawr. As you entered, a spider covered the opening of the cave with its web, and by the will of Allah, a pigeon also laid an egg. When the kuffar discovered you had already left, they started looking for hints. They appointed a person who was an expert in tracing footprints. He led them to the cave, their movements you could hear. You told Abu Bakr, Allah is with you, there is nothing to fear.